Hey everybody, this is dHunter bringing another action figure video. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. Today, I'm going to show off my entire unopened 6 and 7 inch Batman action figure collection. And that is from Toybiz, Kenner, Hasbro, Mattel, McFarlane, DC Direct, DC Collectibles, Mezco, Mafex, SH Figuarts, and more. Now, it is not a complete collection, but I think you'll find it to be very impressive. And this is something I only get to do maybe once every 5 years, probably even less often than that. I took all of my figures out. They're all upstairs in boxes. I unboxed absolutely everything. I'm going to do episodic videos. This is probably going to take at least 10 episodes to cover everything. This episode here is just going to be an overview of my collection. I took everything down. I'm going to re-inventory everything to make sure my list is up to date. And I'm going to go over each of the sets one by one. I hope you guys enjoy. Now let's see how we got to this point. So I have all these egg boxes from a local grocery store upstairs. I like them because they're very sturdy, they can hold a good amount of figures, and it gives me some consistency in my storage. I have my figures all boxed up in an upstairs room. So I start off by taking all the boxes downstairs. And no sir, these are not all of them. There's going to be probably at least 100 of these boxes filled with unopened Batman figures. So I ended up taking these boxes, and these boxes, and these boxes, and these boxes, and even these boxes, unpacked them full of figures, laid them all out. So let's see how the process worked. So I figured I would take a quick shot in the middle of unpacking all these unopened Batman figures. Here's my Batman action figure room. Using a bunch of the other rooms right now. Taking everything apart. Setting them aside in different series. Seeing what's up with all the different Batman figures in my unopened collection. You can see all the different piles here. Piled up in categories. Still working toward the goal of having them all unopened. Boxes and boxes and boxes full of figures. Just seems almost endless. Like I said, boxes and boxes and boxes full of figures. They are just absolutely everywhere. And yes, these boxes are all completely filled. And wait, there's more. There's always more. Well, a little more than halfway done now. Got a big old mess to deal with. Stuff in piles everywhere by different series, different lines of figures. And that is just the beginning. There's so much to get organized and repacked, get a good inventory list, and then pack them all back away. Still more to unbox. So I think I've finally done it. I've unpacked all of the figures. As you can see here, we have the Diamond Select Toys Gotham collection. Here's a bunch of my Mezco unopened figures. Some more Mattel stuff. Here's the Legends of the Dark Knight line. This is the Batman Power Attack line. Sort of Batman Unlimited. All my Justice League Unlimited stuff. This is the entire DC Direct and DC Collectibles Arkham collection. Mattel's 1966 line, DC Superhero Girls, all the different NECA Batman figures, some Target exclusive line, all the amazing Yamaguchi figures back there, some Spin Master stuff, the Mattel Batman Missions line. Of course, in the very back, it's my entire comic collection with all the recent McFarlane releases in front. And above that, Got a bunch of DC Direct and Mattel figures in the last several years. Moving on, pretty much the entire Mattel's The Batman line. Back here in the back, got my SH Figuarts Batman figures. This side, we've got all the different Mattel Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins figures. Massive amount of piles. Back here we've got the DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series figures, and a lot of them are on top as well. Can't wait to get to that video. That one and the Arkham Collection and DC Universe Classics. Some videos I'm really excited to do. Here are the Mattel figures. I can see the Batman Legacy, Batman Unlimited. It goes all the way from the original Batman line. Here's the Batmobile. And it's going to go all the way to DC Superheroes, DC Universe Classics, and Multiverse. A ton of figures. Great era with Mattel. Fun stuff. But I do like what McFarlane's doing. But I do miss these days, that's for sure. Going back to Kenner and Hasbro. Ton of Batman Beyond. Batman the Animated Series stuff. I mean, that just seemed endless to go through. My word. Look at these piles of unopened figures. Batman Animated Series continues all the way back here. Absolute ton of stuff just stacked up. On top of this table here, got all the Mafex figures and a bunch of one-offs. Some Hasbro, some McFarlane, or Mattel rather, anniversary figures. Amazing Yamaguchi, Kia Asima, all kind of different import type stuff. Then we've got JLA and Total Justice figures. And then on to all the rest of the DC Direct stuff. Bunch of DC Direct Batman related figures. Some more chill in the back here. And I filled up all these shelves temporarily, just storing all these DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And it's almost done. Here's the Mattel Batman Brave and the Bold line. I did not realize how extensive that got. And a ton more Brave and the Bold down here. Moving on again. Some old Toybiz, Super Friends, and DC superhero figures. Leading into the Dark Knight collection. Then we'll go to the Batman Returns figures. And then, of course, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, a bunch of different Bat Caves, and some more animated stuff in the back there. Does look like I brought a pile here. These are a bunch of Kenner Legends of Batman, Batman Ninjas, all kind of other stuff like that. So before I start episode 1, the early days, I figured I'd get some of the miscellaneous stuff out of the way. There are some figures here that they're either one-offs or they don't have enough to make their own sets or collections. Let's take a look at them real quick. So first of all, I have this Batman Pocket Superheroes Batman box set. It's from DC Direct. Now I sure don't collect figures in this scale, open or unopened, but sometimes people just give you stuff. Oh, you're a Batman fan, here's some Batman stuff for Christmas, and I appreciate that, but I don't really need this, so I decided not to open this, and I threw it in my unopened collection. Not a bad set, pretty cool. Got Batman, Robin, Silver Edge Catwoman, Two-Face, Bruce Wayne, Alfred, and a Justice League chair. Then there's this Micro Man Batman figure. I have absolutely no idea why I have this, how I got it. Maybe I got a lot of stuff on eBay, who knows. Once again, way too small for what I collect, but it's a cool figure. He's sort of super articulated, unique packaging. The company, not familiar with, looks like Microman, Micro Action Series. Might not even be an authorized figure. Decide not to open him. So then I have this little bat signal. It's a wee little thing, but it actually functions. I got this for crazy cheap on eBay. Not sure what you type in to find it, but it's a Batman bat signal with a book. It's a small set with a mini book in here. I got this for obvious reasons. A functioning bat signal in your action figure collection. How can you go wrong? I got this many years ago before a lot of the other ones were released. So you can see at the front, this is the actual bat symbol. Of course, it doesn't come with any Batman. It can rotate, and it has a little light. Pretty cool. Backside here, you can sort of see the little mini book, the bat symbol. It's a nice little prop, and it's very cheap and affordable. Here's a Fisher-Price Crypto the Superdog Ace versus the Joker's Hyenas box set. Once again, this is not a scale I collect. I did personally buy this thing. I thought it was just such a cool action figure set. I got this thing on eBay, and I had intentions on tracking down the single carded Ace and whatever else Batman related there was from this line, but never actually got them. I've actually never seen an episode of Crypto the Superdog, at least to my knowledge, maybe many years ago, but I definitely know Ace the Bat Hound and the Joker's Hyenas. This thing's just such a cool set. It's very unique. You can see the two hyenas in the back, Ace in there. He's got some kind of a glider and a little launching net. Back side of the package, you can see different sort of action features in this line. And here are some other figures they had. I just thought it was cool. Really obscure Batman-related figures. Here are a couple of Hasbro DC Superheroes figures. I have both the Batman and the Joker. These are some single-carded figures. Hasbro didn't do this DC Superheroes line for very long. I believe it came after some of their animated stuff they took over from Kenner with. These are 6.5 inch scale, but they're pretty bad to today's action figure standards. I never bothered to get these guys open. In addition to these two, there's also an Azrael, and there's a couple different 4-packs with Batman characters. Don't have those unopened, but they're really not that expensive. Here's an example of the backside. Has a little thing cut out. Detective Comics cover. Here are a few Kia Asima figures. These are, I believe, Japanese imports. They're not new, and they're pretty poorly articulated. They look good. I got them for a reasonable price on eBay a long time ago. I don't actually have any of these guys loose, but I wouldn't mind having them. But the fact they're really not articulated, they're like 6-inch statues, makes them pretty undesirable for me. As you can see on the left, we've got Two-Face and Joker. They're both from Wave 1. And then we have Batman from Wave 2. He's actually evil Batman, but the package doesn't say that anywhere. So, Series 1, Two-Face in there. The packaging is pretty nice. It's a complete square, which is pretty odd. On the back side, you can see the rest of the wave. They're nicely detailed, but like I said, they're really not action figures. And then here's a guy from Series 2. This is Evil Batman, but it only says Batman on the front, which is kind of interesting. On the back side, you can see the rest of Series 2. Like I said, very nice figures, and it looks like they have some pretty nice props they come with. Man, might be worth opening them for those alone. Kind of odd, this Joker guy. He's got a feather, and it's like inside the package. I guess it must have sort of gone in through here somehow over the years. Kind of odd. Here are a couple of Yamato figures. These are also some sort of Japanese imports. They are very poorly articulated. They look pretty good. They're 6-inch scale, and they come with some very cool dioramas or props in the back. These are the only two I have that are unopened. I've got quite a bit of them open, and I specifically bought them for the diorama or prop pieces. As you can see, Riddler is from Wave 2, Bane is from Wave 3. These are the only ones I have unopened, but I've got quite a bit of them open. Riddler looks pretty cool, has a removable hat and cane, and then this Riddle Me This puzzle piece diorama base. Very nice. That's definitely my Riddler base on my Riddler shelf. Backside, here's the rest of Series 2. Poison Ivy came with a really cool plant diorama. Joker and Harley Quinn came with some pretty cool stuff as well. Then we have Bane here. Now, when I was unboxing this guy, he pretty much came off the card, and that really sucks. I mean, this thing is hanging on by just a thread. I might put a couple dabs of glue on there, but I'm really not into remounting my cards. That sucks. His glue just didn't hold up over time. He comes with a background piece. It's got some steel bars and a little bit of dirt. Backside, you can see the rest of the Series 3. Here's Bane and Riddler loose. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of other Yamato figures loose. You can see the Riddler's background piece. Very, very nice. Great addition to my Riddler shelf. And then Bane has that sort of dirt and steel bars coming out, kind of like a construction area. Nice all-purpose, small little diorama. So I was thinking how to tackle this collection review, and I could make it one big long video, but that thing would probably be 4 hours, I swear to God. So I decided to break it up into smaller videos. This is not something I get to do very often. These are boxed up and put away in closets and stacked up in super big tiles in the room. This is really, really cool to see. I've never had them all laid out like this before. I've been collecting for about 15 years. I'd say Batman Begins is what really woke my dead Batman interest. And here we are years later. So many of these figures have a different story. How I bought them, how I got them, weird different scenarios. Can't wait to relive all this stuff. Gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna share this with you guys. If you have any feedback, please drop in the comment section below. If you have any questions, or if I get anything wrong, and that's quite possible. I don't remember how all these guys got obtained, and a lot of these guys, I went back, bought them way later after their release, so some of the circumstances of release might be a little bit mystery to me. I appreciate anyone who can help fill in any gaps. So this is dHunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys watch the different episodes. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've ever seen anyone with a bigger Batman unopened action figure collection. My unopened action figure collection is 5, 6, and 7 inch. I don't really go lower than that. Don't really go higher than that. As far as my open action figure collection, I only go with 6 and 7 inch there. So, talk to you guys soon.